to thank you for coming and joining me today. I first moved and I relocated to another area. I was through your process. The here that you can get out of it as well. Hello, welcome back to Happy Life, Better Life. Thank you for joining me once again. We are still on our 30-day journey to get your mojo back. So I want to welcome you for being here, and hopefully you are finding this to be an inspirational space and place for you to just continue to pursue a happy life and a better life, because that's what this page is about. It's for those who are in their 40s and 50s and who are starting over. It could be after a divorce or separation, or it could just be starting over in general. So today, I want to thank you first for liking, subscribing, for hitting the notification bell, and definitely, most of all, for your comments, because I love hearing from you. And sometimes I draw inspiration from your comments. Like today, I was responding to one of the comments, and it took my mind on a certain path, and it gave me my topic for today, because last week we were mostly focusing on getting started on the physical things as far as exercising, eating better, taking better care of our health and stuff like that. This week I want to move to focusing on the mental health, our mental health, okay? So today my topic is to basically, I want to make sure I'm saying it properly. Stop disqualifying yourself. Stop disqualifying yourself. So many times we beat ourselves up. So many times we quit on ourselves. And I wanted to say, that I'm going to share my personal story, but I want to make sure I say these things first. Stop disqualifying yourself. Stop talking yourself out of your blessings. Stop being afraid to bet on you. And stop being afraid to pursue the things that you really want to in your heart. So this brings me to a little bit of a sharing time. So when I first went through my separation, before I went through the separation, I used to have retreats every year for women, and I did it for about 7 years straight. And in the seventh year, a few months or weeks, because it wasn't like a lot of time, it was maybe about 7 weeks or so before that last retreat was when my ex and I had separated. And I went through the whole process of having the retreat and everything. Well, I had a team. I had a team that I worked with, and I kind of was going to sort of like yield the reins to someone else, let someone of my team or maybe a few members of my team kind of oversee things, but they refused to do it. They were like, no, Tasha, this is you. This is your baby. This is what you've done every year. We're always blessed. We're always, we always have such a great time. And they were like, we know what you're going through and we're here to support you, but that doesn't disqualify you from doing the work. But I didn't feel the same. I disqualified myself. I mean, I did the retreat. We had a wonderful time. People's lives were changed, touched, and all of that. But then after that, I never had another one. And that wasn't really my intent to say I'm not going to ever do it again. But I just went about the process of trying to pull my life together and trying to be there for my daughter, for my children, my sons. And I didn't pursue it anymore. But I knew that deep down inside, there was something in me that felt disqualified. The Creator didn't disqualify me. People didn't disqualify me. I disqualified myself. And so I wanted to say that after that time, found that I wasn't just being still or stagnant. What's in us is going to come out. It's going to come out some kind of way. It just does. And somehow, in the course of time, when I moved and I relocated, I started going to a church for a particular time, and I loved volunteering and doing different things. And somehow I ended up at the seniors' home. Well, for one thing, one of my closest friends, she at that time was managing the senior home, and she wanted to do some different things for some of the seniors there. So she wanted to have a class. I don't even remember what we called it, but it was sort of like a Bible class there, I guess, at the time. And what I found out was that so many of the seniors there, they sort of carried this deep hurt in them. They had experienced so much loss, sometimes loss of a husband or a wife, loss of parents, loss of siblings, loss of longtime friends that they had known for years and years. And some of them were sort of stuck in a place of bereavement and they couldn't move forward. And it wasn't until we spent that time together and we were talking about different scriptures and stuff, because I would say, if I want to say, not to toot my own horn here, but when it comes to making certain things relatable, breaking certain principles down, and showing people how it actually works in real life, and giving people hope, giving people peace, those are like that's my specialty. That's what I love to do. And so that's what I was doing with these seniors. And to begin to see them smile, to begin to see them laugh and heal up from some of this hurt and deep wounding that they carried was just the best. It was the best. Like, I cannot describe to you how that felt, to know that they were receiving some kind of peace. And then as that went on, eventually, time to time, people would ask me to do things in church. And I remember one time I prayed this prayer, and it was a prayer that kind of went through, like, you're not calling out people, but you're calling out situations. And the situation could be, I'm lifting up right now that woman who was hurt as a child, who was abused as a child and never moved on from it. I'm praying and I'm lifting up that woman who had an abortion and her womb is still crying out and healing from that. That woman who blames herself, who has guilt and shame because of things that are in her past and she can't move forward. And as I was just calling these things out, these women just began travailing and crying. And it was just me at that moment praying in my heart things that were just on my heart for people. Because sometimes if we listen enough, if we stop enough, we can really feel the hurt of others. And so these were things that I just started calling out. And I'm telling you, there was just so much. It was brokenness at first, but then it turned into breakthrough. And through that, I ended up doing sort of like a women's fellowship that we would do at least once a month, where everybody would come together and we would just read and share, and just, it was just awesome, laugh about stuff and just, enjoy one another's company. And then I ended up doing, I'm trying to think. Oh, I was, I had was in a place sort of like now, and I was like, oh, I've gained weight. I need to lose some weight. I need to start exercising again. I need to get healthy. And then it was like something came to me and just said, you know what? Why don't you create a page on Facebook and you can invite people to come along with you? And the page was called My Tas Falas, which means my sister friends. And I would try to put like some kind of encouraging something in there every day, or something about relationships or something. And I was doing the 30-day journey, and I would do videotapes, trying to inspire, sort of like what I'm doing right now with Get Your Mojo Back, right? So when I did that, I didn't realize it was like it was crazy, but in my mind, I knew it was preparation for something, but I didn't know what it was. But fast forward years later, I end up doing Happy Life, Better Life. And I have this channel and I am making videos and sharing with you all. I never knew, it was never in my plan to do that. It just wasn't. It was never in my plan to do a YouTube page. I don't even like taking pictures, let alone doing videos, you know what I mean? But whatever is in us is going to find a way to come out. It's going to find a way to come out of us. So I know that there's something that you have on your heart. It could be a burden that you have. You know, it could be certain people that you have a burden for. It could be something that you just always wanted to do, that you feel passionate about, that you enjoy. And this getting your mojo back is all about all of that. It's about doing what we were meant to do, being who we were meant to be, and loving who we are in the process. And I just wanted to share my journey with you because here I had disqualified myself in certain ways. I felt like I wasn't meant to do certain things anymore, but I always had a heart for people, always had a heart for women. And these things just kept coming out. And then a lot of times, opportunities will come to you to do whatever it is that you're meant to do. Opportunities will come to you for that thing. And I'm getting in here because I didn't want to forget to say certain things. I know it's been hard. I know it's been challenging. And even if you feel like you've been fumbling this past week and you were trying to get your rhythm and you were trying to get in your groove with the exercising and the eating, it's okay. It's okay. We're starting again right here, new day, new week. And hopefully that just kind of set the stage for you to, really get in rhythm and just, start. But don't beat yourself up about anything, okay? We're on this journey together, and it's a journey. And it can take more than 30 days for you, and that's fine, okay? You don't have to beat yourself up about it. So I know it's been hard, I know it's been challenging, but you can do anything. And at first, you just have to believe. You have to believe. You have to believe it first, and you have to see it first. And I just wanted to tell you, don't quit on yourself. Don't give up. When I started doing the things that I really felt passionate about, it made my life so much more fulfilling. When I was with the seniors, when I was with the women, when I started doing that 30-day challenge and I was putting like tips and stuff in my Tasfalas page, which I need to still do that. I need to still do that. As a matter of fact, maybe I will reboot that. I'm going to try to see if maybe I can put a link or something in here for that page. And if you guys want to join that page, it'll be another way for us to link up and stay as a close community. But it's my Tas, TAS, Philas, PHILAS. And it's on Facebook. So you can send a friend request. You can try to join that group and I will welcome you in. And I will just go ahead and restart that. So in the meantime, I don't want you to quit on you. Don't quit on you. Don't disqualify yourself. Don't beat yourself up. And if you are in a place of mourning, whether it's mourning the loss of a marriage or the loss of a loved one, let me tell you, take your time. Take your time. Don't rush through the process. Allow yourself time to heal, but allow yourself to grieve too. And then also allow yourself to be able to experience joy. Because sometimes we feel like when we've experienced loss, that we shouldn't we shouldn't smile. We shouldn't laugh again. We shouldn't be happy. Like we don't deserve those things. But the truth is you do. You do. So, thank you so much for joining me again today. And as always, I want you to live a happy life and a better life. And stay tuned because we are on this 30-day journey to get our mojo back, and we're going to do this thing, okay? So thank you so much, and I wish you all the best. Don't forget to comment, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will reach out to you as well. Thank you so much.